is probably worth more than you've been told. Get the James Scott Fan Advantage.
Well, we are getting all set for first pitch here at Truist Field between the Charlotte Knights and the Gwinnett Stripers. Welcome into the Charlotte Knights pregame show, everyone. Kendall Smith and Doug Maurer joining you here. We've got first pitch set for 7:04 here tonight from Uptown Charlotte in Truist Field. And your reminder that if you cannot come to tonight's game, well, you can certainly watch it on WCCB Charlotte. Doug.
That's right. Every Thursday and Friday night, we have the games on WCCB. Later in the year, it'll jump to some Saturday contests as well. But, of course, like Kendall said, if you can't be here, make sure you catch the game tonight here on CCB.
Well, the Knights looking to get back to their winning ways. A tough loss yesterday, but not all around a terrible loss, because the Knights were able to find some bright spots, even despite not being able to pick up the win yesterday.
Yeah, and we'll take a look at some of the highlights. But, Kendall, this was a game where Charlotte fell behind early. Gwinnett hit a grand slam, and so you're thinking this might be tough. But once again, the Knights show their resolve. They come back. Ryan Galaney hits his 4th home run of the season, 2nd in as many games. And Corey Lee had a big double, helped put some runs on the board a little bit later. You look up, it's 7-5 going into the 8th inning. Then Gwinnett hits a ball down the left field line. It looks foul. Everyone thinks it's foul. It's ruled a fair ball. 2 more runs come in to score. Unfortunately, at the AAA level, we don't have the replay to be able to reverse a call like that. But for Charlotte, another ball game where they were in it until the end, and they'll be looking to bounce back tonight.
Yeah, a little bit of tough luck for this Knights group yesterday with the ball that was ruled fair. I know some people might have some questions about that one, but hey, you move on. It's a new day here at the ballpark. That's the beauty of baseball. We play so often that you can just turn the page, and that's exactly what we're doing here. So as we look ahead to tonight, we got to get into our top 3. Tonight's top 3. For me, of course, it starts with fireworks, Doug. They are back, and I am very excited about this. We had to take a little break last week, but we will have our gorgeous skyline behind those fireworks tonight, and I cannot wait to watch.
Yeah, there's just something with a fireworks show after a baseball game that ties it all together. The burn ban made us not shoot them off last Friday, but we are back this week with fireworks. They're coming tonight, so I like that as number 1 on the top 3. Kendall, have to make sure you check out the fireworks here at Truist Field.
Well, of course, Friday night baseball has to make my top 3 as well. There's just nothing better than starting off your weekend right here at Truist Field. And it's not even the baseball, right? It's the entertainment as well. We have way more going on from an entertainment standpoint this season than we ever have in the past. So meet characters, come out. We've got player autographs before the game here tonight. A ton of fun in-game contests that you can enjoy. Plus, it's our mascots versus the fans night. So as we talk about some of the characters that will be in the building tonight, well, we're going to see several mascots from your favorite college and pro teams across the area. Plus, I heard the White Sox might be sending a little surprise.
Yeah, that's going to be my favorite part of tonight, honestly. Friday night baseball, but a special twist with the mascot versus fans coming out. I mean, you have Homer, you have all of his buddies. Who knows who's going to show up? But the fans are the ones who are going to be competing against the mascots head-to-head with the between-inning promotions. Just another way we're ramping up the entertainment here at Truist Field. So this should be a lot of fun tonight.
Who do you got, the fans or the mascots?
I think the mascots have the edge. I think if you had to handicap it, the mascots are probably the favorite, just because you have all these different fans, but the mascots, they know these sports arenas, these ballparks, so fans are going to have to bring it.
All right, well, we'll see how that goes. Third on my top 3 tonight. Well, yesterday, if you saw a double play with Jack Taylor, then you would have noticed we were talking about sports memorabilia that we would like to own. I said a World Series ring. Well, of course, Doug off camera comes up to me and says, yeah, I own a World Series ring, and it's customized with my name on it. So, Doug, let's see it. Your World Series ring is making my top 3, even though it's a Houston Astros World Series ring. We won't hold it against you, but let's show the people, Doug, one of your most prized possessions.
Okay, so I went to the safety deposit box. I was able to let them give me the World Series ring, and I'm going to let you have it for the show today. So here is our actual World Series ring. Kendall wanted one of these, and I totally get it because it is a beautiful piece of sports memorabilia.
Does not fit my hand, but...
Yeah, it might not fit, but There you go. World Series ring. Kendall wins double play from yesterday. I don't know, Jack, if I'll be able to find that Louisville Slugger bat that you were looking for. I will do my best, but no, that one's great. And, I have a feeling.
Has the Mauer on the side?
It has the name on the side. It does. But, we'll get a White Sox one of these days.
Yeah.
I have a feeling the longer you're in baseball, the more opportunities you get. And I'd be good with an International League championship
me
ring.
too. Hey, the Knights are looking pretty good. Looking for another win here tonight. Again, first pitch coming up at 7:04. You can watch the game on WCCB Charlotte if you choose not to come to the game. But don't worry, we are home all weekend long as well. And as we look ahead to tonight's game, we've got to get a Knights player to watch. Doug, who is that for you?
Yeah, I'm going Jacob Gonzalez. This is a guy who continues to hit the cover off the ball. He had 6 home runs in the month of April alone. That's the third most by any Knights player in the last 10 years in the month of April. And don't forget, he had a 2 home run game in March. So he leads the team with 8 home runs this year. A couple more hits yesterday for Jacob Gonzalez. He's up the batting average to 291 on the season. And Kendall, this is a guy who was a first-round pick, but kind of got lost in the weeds a little bit with so many of these White Sox prospects. But Jacob just continues to have that workman-like production, delivering on the field. He can play multiple positions, and he's slotted himself into the 3-hole pretty much every day. At the beginning of the season, he was more of a platoon type of guy. So watch out for Jacob Gonzalez once again batting third for the Knights tonight.
What I love about Jacob is he's so calm, cool, and collected. I was talking about it last night on the broadcast, but Aaron Bray, the Charlotte Knights hitting coach, was actually talking with me about some of the adjustments that Gonzalez has made that he feels has really helped him at the plate. And it actually comes from just standing up a little bit straighter. Bray told me that they noticed during spring training that Gonzalez was hunched over. He was kind of low to the ground. He's a tall guy, Bray said, so they wanted him to stand up a little bit straighter in the batter's box. He's been doing it, and as you said, knocking the cover off the ball. He has been phenomenal offensively and defensively this year for Charlotte. So definitely keep your eye on Jacob Gonzalez here tonight. We are getting closer and closer to first pitch, everybody, but we've got more coming your way on this Charlotte Knights pregame show. On the other side of the break, we're talking to a guy that's made a big difference with this team so far this season. It's Lamont Wade Jr. joining us for an exclusive interview. Don't go anywhere. Well, we are back here on our Charlotte Knights pregame show. Welcome in, everyone. Kendall Smith joining you here. And we are just minutes away from first pitch between the Charlotte Knights, the AAA affiliate of the Chicago White Sox, and the Gwinnett Stripers, AAA affiliate of the Atlanta Braves. And with that being said, I'm so excited to be joined by a guy who has made a big impact on this group so far this season, not only on the field, but off of the field as well. Lamont Wade Jr. joining us now on the show. Lamont, thanks so much. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Well, we appreciate you being here, and you're a guy that has been talked about a lot. We've done several of these interviews, and whenever we ask some of these younger guys, and even older guys too, about their teammates that have really made a difference on them this season, your name always comes to mind for them. So for you, what has it been like being a part of this Knights group this season?
It's been a lot of fun. It's a great locker room. Like you said, there's a lot of young guys, but there's older guys in there as well. But I feel like we're gelling together and just trying to help them improve in any way that they can. And anywhere that I can help, I just try and do my best to give them whatever they need.
What kind of advice are you giving to them using your experiences and obviously what you've been through in this game? What can you tell them that can make them better?
Most of it is like taking care of your body, honestly, the recovery part of it. Also, like just in-game adjustments during the game, little things that you see out there and stuff like that, and just talking the game in the locker room. It's a very smart group. A lot of guys who had success down here and been going back and forth. So it's just really happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, you mentioned some of those guys going back and forth. That's one of the best things about working at the AAA levels, just getting to see guys get called up. What's it been like in this Chicago White Sox organization as a whole for you this season?
It's been great. I feel like the communication has been really good. Got a great relationship with Chad, played against Chad many times. So it's really cool to see him doing this now. But no, the coaching staff's been great and everything. So, and the team we're doing well. So, we string together a couple more wins and we're being in a good spot.
Chad Pinder, our Charlotte Knights manager, he is in his first season as the manager of the Knights. When you play against a guy and then he becomes your manager, how would you describe the relationship between you two? Are you ever like, Chad, got to give you a little bit of a hard time here? Or how is that?
No, Chad's great. Like you said, we played against each other a lot in the big leagues, and he's the same guy, calm, cool, and collected, very smart, knows the game inside and out. So, no, it's really cool to see him do his thing, and, the guys really take a liking to him, and I think he really has great control over the clubhouse.
Well, you bring a lot of consistency to this team. It seems like you bring a calmness to the group. What is it about your game and the way that you play that you think allows you to do that every single day?
Just knowing that, this is a game of failure, it's ups and downs to this season. Probably not the way you want to start a season, but it's still, May 1st, so it's still a lot of season left, a lot of game to play, and you just can't get too high, too low in this game. You got to just stay even and consistent. Yeah,
you talk about keeping it even, coming here every single day and doing that for years and years and years. What keeps you coming back here with that same positive attitude day in, day out?
Honestly, it's the guys around me, Like I said, it's a very cool clubhouse to be around. These guys are very funny, but they're hard workers too, and, they really take the game serious as well. But, it's just the clubhouse, the people in that clubhouse, the coaching staff, trainers, clubhouse staff, all the things in there that really makes you want to come back.
What I love about it is this team is not afraid to give each other a hard time. You and Corey Lee seem to have a great relationship. I don't know, maybe like besties now or something. I guess that's how I would describe it between you two. It seems like you guys have a really good friendship that you've developed.
Yeah, Corey's a great guy. He's another guy who's had success in the big leagues, and he really understands the game. He works very hard at his craft behind the plate and swinging at the plate. So, but no, inside the clubhouse too, he's great to be around. He's a funny guy. He keeps it light as well. So, no, I think that's the theme of our team. Keep it light, but when it's time to work, it's time to work.
Yeah, and you guys put in so much work. So when you're not working, when you're away from the baseball field, how do you kind of step away from the sport and take some time for yourself?
Oh, just rest and recovery. Go back to the house, go to sleep, eat, just maybe watch something on TV for real quick, but then right to bed because the turnarounds are so quick. These 11 a.m. games get on you quick, so not too much time to really get away from it too much. It's just mostly the sleep and recovery.
Thankfully, tonight's game is at 7:04. Those 11 o'clock games get to me. I'm not even playing, and they're tough. But, you mentioned the rest, the recovery. My question for you is, if you had, an ideal post-game meal, I know they got you guys hooked up back there, but what is your perfect version of a post-game meal?
Oh, steak and potatoes for sure.
We talked about that, your master's meal. So you said steak, potatoes, and then what was the dessert? Something really good.
I think it was just vanilla ice cream, honestly. I think that's what it was.
So
Keep it simple.
Go wrong.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with vanilla ice cream. So,
that's so good.
Just simple. Yeah.
Well, Lamont, there's probably some kids out there that are watching that are like, I want to do exactly what you do when I grow up. How can they do that?
Continue to work hard. Just continue to put the work in, listen to your coaches and everything like that, and definitely be respectful to your parents. They take out all the time to take you to these tournaments all over the place, spending the money. I know the sport gets expensive, so just always thank them as well.
That's amazing advice. Lamont, thank you so much. So great to have you on the show.
Thanks
really
for having me.
appreciate the time and excited to watch you play tonight. He'll bat fifth and DH for the Charlotte Knights. Lamont Way Jr. joining us here on the show. All right, everybody, it is time for another double play with Jack Taylor from Talking Sports with My Dad on WCCB Charlotte. Jack, your dad's not here. He skipped out on us to go on vacation in New Orleans. So,
how dare you?
Hey, Jeff, hope you're having fun in New Orleans, but we're here for a double play.
Yeah, I'm
What do we
talking
got?
sports with you now, not with my dad, not us.
With college classmates.
There you go.
We
that
went to
works.
college together.
All right. So I think the question today is, obviously when we watch baseball, the managers, they're in full uniform, right? Because I think the rule is they can't step on the field unless they are, which I guess, sure, why not? So my question is, out of all the other sports that there are out there, what other one would you want to see follow suit where the head coach, manager is wearing full garb?
I mean, if I'm being funny about it, I would love to see it happen in the NFL because I want to see them in the full pads and everything. I think that would be hilarious. I think realistically, basketball would probably be the easiest one to do.
Definitely.
So, yeah, just for the fun of it, I'll say NFL.
I agree with you for football, but I'm going to go even farther down. I'm going to say Pop Warner football, Little League football, because half the time the coaches are on the field anyhow because they have to make sure the kids are doing what they need to do. So I want those dads in full garb. I think that'd be so funny to see, their mid-40s, late 50s, those dads just in the full pads with the little kids running around. That would be my choice.
I love it. It's a good question. A great double play here today. Jack, thank you so much for joining us on the show. All right, more coming up on the other side of the break. We mentioned mascots versus fans here at the field tonight. Well, a little mascot draft between myself and Doug is up next. Stay with us. This is the Charlotte Knights pregame show here on WCCB Charlotte. Welcome back, everyone. The Charlotte Knights and the Gwinnett Stripers go head-to-head here tonight at Truist Field. It's Game 4 of this 6-game series. Tonight, fireworks are back. We're going to have a great baseball game. Plus, it's our mascots versus the fans game. So on our on-field contest, we're gonna have the mascots out there, and then we'll have the fans competing against them. It's going to be great. So I figured today for our draft, Doug, we would do a mascot draft. So we're going to put this into some categories, and we're going to see where we fall, who comes up with the better team. So, scariest mascot, I have to go first.
Kick us off.
I already know. All right. My South Carolina Gamecocks out there are going to agree with this, no doubt, and I think other people will too. The Clemson Tiger is the scariest mascot, and I'm literally not even saying it because obviously I'm biased to South Carolina. That mascot scares me so bad. Something about the eyes freaks me out. Clemson Tiger, you're on my team, but not for the right reasons. Scariest mascot.
It's a good pick, Kendall. We saw the Clemson Tiger here for a couple of college games, and I stayed away. For my scariest mascot, I'm going to go with the Cardinal at Stanford University. If you've seen that tree-looking thing, it is very scary. I don't quite know what it's supposed to be. No disrespect to my Stanford folks. Andrew Luck, Stanford all the way. But that mascot, I don't know. Something about it, I want to stay away. So the Cardinal, the Stanford tree, is my scariest mascot.
All right, funniest mascot. Go ahead.
I get to go first? Oh, the chicken, without a doubt. I think the San Diego chicken, the chicken back in the day, I remember as a kid going to minor league baseball games, and the chicken was going everywhere. I mean, nationwide, it was the act to see. The famous chicken is the funniest mascot, hands down.
Well, I got to go with some home cooking here. The funniest mascot is Homer the Dragon, and he's going to appreciate that I said that. No, he actually is hilarious. He always comes up with skits to do every single game, and I think they are so funny. He's gone viral multiple times on social media. So, Homer, if you're watching, and by the way, follow him on social media, love you. You're the best, and you're my funniest mascot. Welcome to Team Kendall. I already win just based on having Homer. Come on, Doug.
That's tough.
Come on.
I was going to grab him later, but I'll have to pivot.
No, you know that he's a top-tier mascot.
I know.
You can't wait on him. Doug, it's brownie points lost with Homer.
All right. Where are we going next? I need to make up for this.
All right, mascot you would be.
Mascot I would be. I would have to say the gorilla from the Phoenix Suns, because he gets to jump on trampolines and dunk a basketball. How much fun would that be? I mean, you go back, you watch some of those old videos of the Phoenix Suns gorilla. I mean, he basically put that on the map. A lot of mascots have tried to follow suit, but put me on the trampoline, let me do some dunking, high flying, 360s. That's my mascot I would be.
Well, that sounds fun. I'm a figure skater, so I can skate, so why wouldn't I be a hockey mascot? And as I continue to make everybody in the city of Charlotte want to pick Team Kendall, let me pick Chubby from the Charlotte Checkers. I work for the Checkers as well. They also have their games broadcast on WCCB Charlotte, and I love that I could go out there and skate. I think that that's such a fun thing to do. Everybody loves Chubby, so Chubby, welcome to my team. I'm going with the local mascots. You see what I'm doing? Because I'm from Charlotte. I'm a local, born and raised Charlotte girl.
Okay, all right.
All right, mascot in a fight. So, like, you would take this mascot in a fight, no doubt. For me, and I continue with my trend, I'm going with Minty from Charlotte FC.
Okay.
Minty is a big soccer ball, so I think Minty could just run into whoever and win the fight.
Okay, all right. I'm going to go with Sparty from Michigan State. Have you ever seen the movie 300 and seen those Spartans? I would not want to get in a fight with any of them. Sparty is absolutely ripped. He's got the sword. He's got the shield. He's got the history behind him. We are Sparta, baby. Sparty is my mascot who's going to win in a fight.
All right, your underrated mascot. For me, I will continue being biased here. Underrated mascot for me is the South Carolina Gamecock. Who doesn't love Cocky? It's such a unique mascot, and I personally just love any opportunity I get to be around Cocky. Obviously went to school at the University of South Carolina, but he's so cute and just a big fan. What do you got?
All right,
quickly.
I'm going to quickly go with Big Red. Big Red from Western Kentucky. If you have not heard of Big Red, look him up. He was on all those This Is Sports Center commercials. Just super funny, very unique, underrated. Big Red in the Mascot Hall of Fame. Team Doug, that's your winner.
All right, Team Kendall's the winner. We're back with more on the other side of the break here on our Charlotte Knights pregame show. Stay with us. I've got my ring back on here.
Let's
Doug
go.
told me I had to wear it throughout the show. He brought his World Series ring to show off for us.
Only
a
on
little
the best
bit here.
pregame show in
Best
minor league
pregame
baseball.
show in all of minor league baseball, everybody. Welcome back. Kendall Smith, Doug Maurer joining you here. And this is a very exciting day because we've got mascots versus the fans, fireworks, but it's just the start of our weekend here at Truist Field. Doug, what else is on deck here at the ballpark?
Yeah, Kendall, it continues tomorrow night right here at Truist Field. We'll have players signing autographs. Fans can go out, play catch on the field before the game starts. And then after the game, we have a drone show. Possibly a very special reveal during the drone show. Surprise coming. But no, drone shows are really cool. Come on out, check out the drone show. And then on Sunday, everybody runs the bases. It's brand new this year. Not just the kids, but everyone has a chance to run the bases. If you're a golf fan, come on out. It's golf day here at the ballpark. We'll have some putt-putt, maybe some top golf action. So a little bit of cross-sport promotion.
It's perfect. It's presented by our friends at Truist because the Truist Championship is here next week in Charlotte, which I cannot wait for. I'm a big golf fan and a golfer myself. So Sunday is going to be a great time here at Truist Field. All right, my hot take of the night. This isn't really a hot take because this guy has been pretty solid all season long. Mario Camilletti, I'm expecting a multi-hit game from him tonight. He's just so relaxed. That's really what I love about his approach. Even when he's in the dugout right before he goes out to bat, he's like chill, he's calm, but he's a guy that when he gets out there, he's super fiercely competitive, and we've seen that all season. So I'm expecting a multi-hit game from him. Not really a hot take, but he's a guy to watch.
Yeah, I like that. Mario's been hot all homestand. Really, the Knights' offense as a whole has been killing it this homestand. We've had 10 hits or more in all 3 games against Gwinnett, and this is the #1 pitching team in the league, the Gwinnett Stripers. So it just shows the talent on this Knights team, and Mario has been at the forefront of that offensive attack.
All right, everybody, get your tickets at charlotteknights.com. Follow us on social media at Knights Baseball. We cannot wait for first pitch. It's coming up here just minutes away between the Charlotte Knights, the AAA affiliate of the Chicago White Sox, and the Gwinnett Stripers, AAA affiliate of the Atlanta Braves. Thanks so much for joining us here on our Charlotte Knights pregame show. For Doug Maurer, I am Kendall Smith, and we'll see you all next time. Enjoy the game.